Hello, so today we have this question, kth smallest prime fraction. So in this question, they have given us an array. The array contains 1 and prime numbers. So there will be 1 and all the other elements will basically prime numbers, and it is sorted in ascending order. So the array is already sorted. And what they have asked us to do is to, uh, we will take array I and j and divide them to find out a fraction, and they will give us a number k. So k will be an integer, and we have to find kth smallest fraction. So whatever this fraction comes out I of j, we have to find that. We don't have to return the fraction. We have to return which value of array of I and array of j created that fraction. So array of 0 will be basically the numerator, and array of 1 will be the denominator that created the fraction. So how are we going to solve this problem? So what we can do is, like, can think of a brute force approach here. We can find all of these fractions and then sort the fractions, and then just return what are the smallest fractions, numerator and denominator are. So let me first explain the brute force approach. Okay, so I have taken the same example they have given in the question. So to brute force this, what I'm going to do is, we will use some Java magic. So what we'll do is we'll create one class. It will have one value which will basically the division of the numerator and denominator. Also we will have one numerator and one denominator. So we'll use this class like a placeholder for this. So we will store whatever the value is and denominator, and we'll just use collections.sort to sort the list in which we are storing this object and return the kth element. So this will be a brute force approach because we will be going to this loop n square time. So this will be basically O of n raised to 2. I think the one of the problem here will be how are you going to sort these objects, because this is object. So what we have to do is we will have to implement a custom comparator for this, and in that we will write the logic to compare two values for this fraction class. So let's move on to the code. First, as discussed, let's create a class called fraction. It will have a double value. We're using double here because we cannot store the fraction inside integer, and basically the float will, like, some of the numbers may not be, may have a lot of numbers after the decimal point. That's why we are using double. Then we can have one numerator and one denominator. We'll also create a constructor right here. Okay, so now that our class is ready, let's write the code. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an array list with this class, and we'll just loop through this array. How we're going to loop through this is we'll just write a for loop inside for loop. So if you look at here, they are given that the I should be less than j, and if you have to find like the smallest value, a basic intuition would be to put the j to be the largest. The smallest value will be where the numerator is the smallest and the denominator is the largest. So what we'll do is we will put the j at the last position and I in the first position. And inside that loop, we'll just first find out the value for the fraction, and we have to typecast one of these two doubles so Java doesn't let us, and just add this to the list. After this we'll sort the list and we'll return basically list.get. So this is zero index list, so we'll just return k minus 1. So now that this is done, what we have to do is we have to create one comparator for this. The comparator is an interface in Java. I will just show you. We can just refer to the official documentation for this. So this is an interface that our class can implement. and one of the method it has is compare. So the compare will get like two objects of that class, and we just have to return. So here what they have given. So if the first number is less than the second one, then we will return -1. If the first number is equal to, then we will return 0. And if the first object is greater than the second, we will return a positive integer. So let's implement this. So in this we will just get these two objects, fraction A and fraction B, and let's compare them and return the value. So here we are just use what they asked us to return in the comparator. Okay, so now that this is implemented, we'll just initialize it here, and let's try running this. Okay, so we forgot that we are storing a into a class here, so we have to actually return an array with two elements. So we'll just return the array. Okay, so public needed to be added here. I forgot about that. So I guess let's try submitting. Uh, this works, but this is not efficient at all because we are basically using n square. So I will try to find one optimized solution. If you know about an optimized solution, do let me know in the comments. Thank you.